All right, everybody, we're back with Trap Talk. Ask us anything. And as always, email us at askus@traptalkpodcast.com. And all right, guys, this question is coming in from Walker. He has a question for us. Why doesn't the target year end on the last day of the Grand? Surely I'm missing something. The Cardinal Classic is one of my favorite shoot, but it feels kind of pointless, particularly since target requirements are sometimes hard for folks with day jobs and families, etc. Thanks for your time. Love the show, Walker. So why don't we anchor the target year off of the Grand? I think that's a good question, right?
It used to be when I started shooting in 1988. That year, we shot the Grand, and I'll just back up a minute on that. The All American team actually went on how you placed in the overall, except at least the category. I finished second on the sub junior overall. I was second place on the sub junior team that year. And it ended, boom, after Saturdays. It used to be called the Dayton or the Vandalia Handicap. Sorry, the Dayton Homecoming was the singles and the prelims. The Vandalia Handicap was the last handicap. When that was done, the Grand was over, your target year was done. Pretty much. And I think it actually went, I take that back. It did, I think, always go till September, but there was no shoots after the Grand. Mm-hmm. And then when people, there's those extra weeks, that's when they started moving shoots. I tend to agree with Walker. I think as soon as the Grand's over, everything should be done.
Yeah.
And we should start over.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that at all. I think you go to the Grand and you shoot and you just did 2,600 birds, and whatever you fall after that, I think done is a good thing. Now, what ends up happening is because the year is not over, now you've got people that are like, well, do I got to go to Cardinal? Do I got to go to the Heartland? Do I got to go here or there to move up on the spots on the team? And, it causes you to really have to make August busy. I mean, I know there's people that are like looking at the spot of where they're going to finish, and they're like, well, I could be captain, and that's a potential. I got to go to Ohio now and shoot this week. And, I know Rick's been in positions where he's like, do I go? Do I not go? And you got to weigh what's more important, hanging out with your family and being at home after that 2-week grind, or going and chasing this thing and still having to fight for it. So I would tend to agree with Ricky. I don't see a lot of benefit for running it all the way to the end of the August personally. I just don't know if there's an actual reason at the ATA, because one, the dates are shifting every year as far as numerical dates, right? For that, when
right, they're trying to keep it in that same. Yeah, they're trying to keep it in that same range.
Like, do you have to write a bylaw in that says it just ends on the last day of the Grand? That would be the first question I would probably think they had to ask. And two, from an accounting standpoint or from a business standpoint, maybe they just use August. They're like, okay, the Grand ended, finish out our calendar year of business on August, and then boom, we're in a new year, right? So if they run like most businesses, they don't generally stop things on the 12th. Right. They run it to the calendar month. So I'm not an executive. I don't know what they got going on or why they went to that. It would be great if we could magically change it this other way, but I'm sure there's some other factors that need to be considered.
Yeah. Well, Walker, we will nail someone down from the executive committee board, and we will get an answer for you.
We can see. Yeah. I mean, I personally, I would think, I wouldn't mind it ending at the Grand, and then we start the first shoot of the year with the Cardinal
or something. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Heartland. I mean, I know, Zach, he loves to hit the Heartland to get them points.
Hey, I love the Heartland.
I do too. Dale's got a great shoot. Shameless plug for the Heartland Grand.
Not so shameless plugs here on Trap Talk. All right, guys, thank you very much. Walker, we appreciate the question. And as always, email us at askus@traptalkpodcast.com. We'll get these guys to answer your questions for you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.